Drama in the state legislature after some lawmakers walked out on a controversial bill in the state capitol. Good evening and welcome to 7 News Detroit at 11. I'm Carolyn Clifford.
And I'm Mike Duffy. Thank you so much for joining us. There were tense moments when House Republicans walked out on a session without voting. They say they won't vote on any bills until Democrats take up legislation to stop an impending minimum wage hike for tipped workers. 7
News Detroit reporter Ruta Ulsanaida has more from both sides of the aisle and is raising the voices of those workers who could be affected.
It's not every day an entire political party gets up and leaves session refusing to vote. But that's exactly what happened Friday at the state's highest level. And the ones most affected by all this drama are the tipped workers in our communities.
Thank you.
Here at National Coney Island on 12 and Groesbeck, the staff here are about to celebrate 60 years of business and 60 years of Coneys.
Oh, we're the best Coney Island around.
But instead of celebrating, they're worried. Back in July, the Michigan Supreme Court issued sweeping changes to replace the tip wage workers like bartenders and servers have with a regular hourly wage. But managers like Kyle Zor and Donnie Bradshaw say this would cause them to raise prices on food and reduce staff. Possible layoffs with something like this?
Yeah. Most likely, yeah. Be running a skeleton crew. More than we already do now.
And waitresses who depend on cash tips are not fans either, thinking if they go to minimum wage, customers will not feel compelled to tip.
I'm a college student. I can pick up a shift, make the money that I need to make to pay for my food or my bills or anything that I need. And if people just stop tipping, we wouldn't have that fast money anymore.
At the state capitol Friday, House Republicans left one of the last sessions of the year demanding action on paid sick leave and minimum wage bills, saying Democrats are not negotiating on undoing the minimum wage increase.
Our restaurant workers are about to lose their jobs because of Democrat inaction in the House.
House Democrats are still working here into the evening to find solutions. And we can't find a bipartisan solution if Republicans aren't here and if they aren't doing work.
The back and forth at the state's highest level has these workers nervous that come February, when the Supreme Court changes are set to be implemented, they'll be the only ones dealing with the consequences.
Meeting the media, just in the middle. Exactly. That's just and figure it out.
There is a required 5-day delay when a bill moves between chambers and only 3 days left in session, leaving this decision and these workers in limbo.
This will affect us heavily, for sure.
Now, it is possible for the legislature to take this up next session before it's implemented in February. We'll just have to wait and see if that happens. In Roseville, I'm Ruta Ulsanaida, 7 News Detroit.